Hey guys, I thought I'd go ahead and do a quick get ready with me, especially since I want to play with this baby right here. This is the Mcgrath 5, the Mothership 5. This is my first big palette from her. I went ahead and put some Do It All. This is an eye cream from pharmacy, and also I got this in my Sephora Play box and have really been liking it. This is the Lancome Hydra Zen. It's the gel anti-stress. Would you stop being so needy? My dog is just, he's a attention whore, I swear to God. Okay, so I'm going to just apply a little bit of primer, and this is the Fenty Beauty one. I've really been enjoying this. I had a little sample size, which is a pain in the butt to get out product from, and I had to buy the full size because it is that good. It just kind of really gives you that really smooth canvas, which I like. It's not one of those like huge pore fillers, but I don't have like huge open pores. I do have some pores here, but not something that I don't really use like pore fillers specifically targeted for those areas. Next, I'm going to use my would you stop? Stop. You act like I don't love you. Chill out. I already gave you 2 snacks. You too much, bro. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I obviously adore this. If you can't see that super dent in there. I already need to buy a new one soon. But this is one of my favorite ones. It's not like way too creamy, and it's not too drying either. It's kind of like that perfect consistency for applying eyeshadow. And I probably shouldn't put it all the way to my nose. And what is up with my dog? I don't know, maybe it's too cold outside and he needs to go pee. Let me go check. Okay, so he really did need to go pee. So I'm going to be using the Mcgrath. Oh, I think I'm going to just go for a more neutral look today just because I am going to work. But let's see how these babies perform. So I'm going to go in with the shade, what is this? This is the shade Entrapment, which is just one of the matte shades. I was really surprised at how bad these swatched, the matte ones. When I went to swatch them, they swatched so ugly that I was like, what the hell? Because my other palettes from her swatch so beautifully, so hopefully they perform better than what they swatch. The glitters swatched beautifully, but the mattes were just, I mean, just horrible. Okay, but just applying it right there, I can definitely tell that the pigmentation's there. I just hope it's not as patchy as it's swatched. And I do have swatches of this on my Instagram if you guys want to go check them out. When I swatch stuff, I don't use primer or anything. I just kind of swirl my finger in and then brush it up against my arm. Okay, so that's blending out really nice. So her formulation hasn't really changed, which is a good thing, because that is something that I hate about brands, unless it's like for the better. Like if you make a really good formulation better than what your old one is, then we're good. But if you're gonna try to change something that's already good, like Natasha Denona has done that, and it's made me iffy about buying like some of her palettes. So it just kind of just makes me not want to buy some of her palettes. So I created an Instagram for weight loss because mama's chunky. I just can't seem to lose weight, and I need to motivate myself and like feel like I need to be accountable to something, but I don't want to spend the money right now or have the time to go to a trainer. So that is what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to log my journey along on Instagram, and I don't really care how many followers I have right now. I probably have none because I just opened this account yesterday, but I really need to just motivate myself. I want to put like motivational quotes, progress my journey, show foods, but realistic foods, because to be honest with you, I'm not one of those people who are into like super vegetables and just like that kind of food, especially now I'm a mom who works. I have a toddler. I don't have time to really, Rocky. He just does whatever the hell he wants. Okay, so I just finished this eye. I'm gonna use disobedient like on the inner and outer corners and see how that goes for me. I'm just gonna pack it on first and try to see if I can do like a halo eye. But yeah, but I really need to lose weight. I feel like obviously the older you get, the harder it is for you to lose weight, especially women, just because our bodies are made to like, well, based on what I've read, you know, we store a lot more fat than men, especially for like childbearing and things like that. But it's not impossible. There's a lot of people who are super fit and are able to get their bodies back even after children and age or whatever. So it isn't something that is out of reach. So I want to be one of those people. And like I was saying, I want to do something that's realistic, because I'm not one to like be like on a strict shake for like months. You know, I feel like a lot of times when you do stuff like that, then you always fall back into the pattern, because at some point you're like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Like I want to just eat like a normal person. And so I want it to be more of a realistic kind of journey. Obviously more on the healthy side, but also, you know, realistic as far as like food options and things like that. Not everyone has the ability to make like these fancy foods and things like that, or do like this super nutritious food on a daily basis. I am a mom, and being with a toddler is a lot of work. Sometimes he doesn't allow me to do stuff, or he doesn't give me the time to, so I can't really like dedicate that much time to making like all this meal prep and stuff like that. So okay, so after a few minutes of blending, I am going to go ahead and put some glitter glue on the middle of my lid, and I don't know, we'll see how this goes, because right now I feel like I just look like a hot mess. So who knows if this look will even go up, or maybe it'll just go up as a total fail. You guys want to watch me fail at something? Okay, I don't know if I should just use my finger, or I don't know. I want to use this rose gold that looks so beautiful. It's been on like so many of her ads. You know what, I'm just gonna use my finger and see how that, whoa, oh, that's pretty, and see how that applies. It applies beautifully. Ooh, it really sticks to that glitter glue. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, the shade's pretty. I don't know about this eye look, but let's do some more blending around the edges of this. Okay, hopefully this translates nicely to the camera, but this, I really like this little halo eye. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use a little bit of my Lorac Gold, just the beige shade in here, to kind of clean up edges, because I just feel like it's a little excessive on some of the edges. So I do have a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to just wipe some of this fallout away. So if I were to use a lot more of this eyeshadow or any of these other ones, I definitely think that, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's not like super drastic or anything, but I feel like the more you would use of this eyeshadow, the more you would really want to clean up all this glitter from your face. So I'm just gonna do my face really, really quick before going to work, and then probably do the under eye. So It is freezing outside, and I just wiped off a little bit of the primer, so I'm going to just add a tiny bit of primer to those areas. Not anything like super drastic, but I did wipe off my primer, so just so I have a little bit of a base down. So I'm going to use two really dewy foundations together. I'm going to use the Do You by Too Faced with a little bit of the Natasha Denona Face Glow. Because it is super cold outside, and y'all are probably like, really, Melissa, in Florida? But to be honest with you, it's super, super cold in Florida right now. And I'm just gonna swirl these together and apply this baby all over my face. So yeah, so back to my weight. This is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I struggled with infertility. We had like unknown infertility. And if you've seen my baby videos, then you would probably know this, and you're probably like bored of me talking about it. But me and my husband struggled with unknown infertility. We went through all the testing and we just could not get pregnant. And each year that passed, it just became very emotionally exhausting. And yeah, finally we did get our baby. After, you know, trying for so many years. And I mean, it's not so many compared to some people that I know people who've struggled for like 10, 12 years. So almost 4 years is not a lot, but to me it felt like an eternity. I feel like any kind of infertility, or anyone who wants a child and struggles to get pregnant, it just seems like an eternity for you when you don't get pregnant. So yeah, when I was doing that, I was on hormones just to overstimulate my ovaries. Not because I needed to be on hormones, but just to overstimulate them to make sure that an egg was coming out and that whole thing. And that made me gain quite a bit of weight, probably about like 20 pounds. And just like the anxiety from not getting pregnant also made me gain weight. So I gained around like 30 pounds even before I got pregnant, and then I gained another 30 pounds while pregnant. So I have lost everything that I gained while being pregnant, but I have yet to lose the 30 pounds from all the hormones and stuff. It's like almost like this is my new weight, and I don't want it to be. So hopefully, I don't know if any of you guys want to follow me on that journey. If you do, then I will link my Instagram down below for it. And if you don't, it's cool too. I have to say, this e.l.f. sponge is so freaking good. It's like $5. You need it in your life. I'm going to link it down below because it is so freaking good. Like, I want like 5 of them. Not really, but I am going to definitely keep repurchasing this. I love the shape. I love the texture of it. At first I was like really scared because it almost feels like it's almost a little bit like exfoliating. Like it has kind of like that texture to it, but it doesn't do that on the skin. So I've taken the Too Faced Born This Way, the multi-use concealer. And hopefully I will remember to write all these products down below, because sometimes when I'm editing, I edit the video and then just kind of leave it uploading for you guys, and then I forget to do my down box. But I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, so I have 10 minutes before I go. Also, another thing that I really like about this sponge is to use it with powder. Even when it's damp like this, I just take powder and then pat it against my face, and I really feel like it really sets the foundation, like packs it in. Kind of does like what I used to really be into, using like puffs for my face, and I really feel like this is a kind of all-in-one. It really sets the foundation in place. It makes it last longer, gives you like a little bit more extra coverage. Just looks absolutely beautiful. And it is more of that like overly done makeup face, so I don't know if you guys like that. Definitely if you like brush on powder, I feel like it looks a little bit more natural, but that's just, you know, personal preference. And I'm going to use the Light Plus by MAC to set my under eye concealer. So definitely join me if you're in the struggle as well to lose any weight or anything like that. I feel like a lot of us go through it. And for my lower lash line, I think I'm just gonna take the shade Entrapment again, which is the 3 shades that I use are Entrapment, Disobedient, and Rose Gold. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that to my lower lash line, not anything fancy. And next I'm going to use the Pixie Natural, and this is kind of like a cream blush. Well, it is a cream blush, it's a gel. And what I do is I just put like a few dots of it on a synthetic brush. And then you just dab this. Well, let me dab it a little bit off. And then dab it on your cheeks. I think I put on too much, to be honest with you guys, on the brush. And then just blend it out, and this blends so beautifully. I absolutely love these gel products by them, and they did send these to me for review, but I'm usually not a fan of like cream or gel products, but these just blend beautifully, and they even blend beautifully on top of like my makeup that I've already done. I don't know if you guys can tell. It kind of gives you like that inner flush, and I love these. And my favorite one is the shade Natural. I just feel like it, I don't know, it kind of gives you like that natural ooh la la. Okay, and I'm going to use the High Beam, which I haven't used in a while. This is by Benefit, and I usually just do a little line like this, just a little dab on my nose. And I also use a synthetic brush for this, and these are all by Crown Brush. I think it was called their HD set or something, and all the brushes I absolutely loved. I didn't really like their individual brushes, but I did like this HD set. So I don't know, sometimes you get like duds and sometimes you get good ones. I feel like Morphe is the same way. I have yet to try any of the newest Morphe brushes. I haven't tried them in a couple years just because I had such a bad experience. But now that they're in Ulta, I wouldn't mind testing them out. Let me know if you guys would like that for me to test them out. I feel like I'm all over the place as far as like conversation in this video. It's like I've talked about weight loss and jumps from like makeup to weight loss and products, and I don't know, I'm all over the place. So I'm gonna set my face with this with this e.l.f. Glowy Dewy Mist. And this smells like coconut, and I love it. I used to not love coconut smells, and I've just really been all about coconut smells. It's funny how like as you get older your preferences change. So next I'm gonna take, what is this? Oh yes, I'm gonna use this. This is the ColourPop Dopey. I love these pencils, but these and the Kylie ones, they do this where the stick itself like just falls in and out. It's very annoying. It makes me want to get rid of them, but I like the formula. But I hate, oh shit, did you really do that? It just broke. What the freak? I hate when pencils do that. Let me know what your favorite lip liners are. I really like MAC, but you know, MAC is pretty pricey. And wow, these do not sharpen well whatsoever. This is kind of a fail, and that sucks because I love this shade. It is like literally looking into it, it's almost empty all the way down to the bottom. So this is probably going to go into an empties video. That is highly disappointing. Let me grab my little stack here of, I don't have time for this. I ain't got time for this. You know what? I'm going to go with a trusty. I really like the Huda Beauty ones, so let's just use a Huda Beauty one. This is Trophy Wife by Huda Beauty, but these I haven't sharpened yet, so that is also a thing. And this is more pinkier than what I would really wanted. I really like the Huda Beauty ones. Let me know if they sharpen well. If not, I'm just gonna stick to MAC and NYX. I think those are like my best pencils that I have, because the Color Pop and the Kylie ones, also the Makeup Forever, the Artist color pencils, these are really good and these sharpen so nicely. But I don't know, some of these brands I feel like And next I'm going to use, oh, where are you? I am all over the place in this video. Next I'm going to use the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss. This is also coconut kind of smell. And I love this lip balm for underneath like matte liquid lipsticks or anything like that. It just kind of gives you the hydration without like that stickiness or like that ultra like glossiness to it. So it works perfectly underneath like any kind of liquid lip. Okay, and I'm gonna use the Color Pop. This is the, I think it's the satin one. I don't know. It just, these things like wear off, like the whole name wears off and nobody's business. So this is the shade Adobe. Okay, so now I'm just going to put on my mascara and I'll be right back. So I just put a little bit of brown eyeliner inside my line, put some mascara, which I'll put down below which ones I used. And yeah, this is the finished look. I have to go run to go get my train. I had nothing in my eyebrows whatsoever. They're just a little bit of a hot mess, but that's just the way we're gonna roll today. Anyways, I hope you guys like this look. I really like it. I think it looks really pretty. Anyways, I have to go. I'm in a hurry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys like this all over the place chit chat video. I don't even know if I will upload this once I watch it back. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button. Love you guys. Until the next one. Bye guys.